Nowadays, there are so many different types of advertising to choose from. How do you know which advertising options are the best choices for attracting your new customers? In this video, we'll cover the different types of advertising options and how to narrow down the best choices for you. Let's get started. There are two primary geo-targeting categories: mass media and hyperlocal media. Mass media is a type of media used to reach a broad audience in a wider coverage area. Hyperlocal media is a type of media used to reach a smaller, very specific audience, such as a neighborhood or even specific addresses. Depending on the type of business you have, you'll want to consider which geo-targeting category makes the most sense for you. For example, a local salon with one location may find their ad dollars are put to better use when targeting only a 5-mile radius from their location. Since the salon is more likely to get customers only willing to travel up to a certain distance to utilize their services, hyperlocal advertising would be more cost-effective than mass media. Ways to target this hyperlocal crowd can include outdoor, digital, social, cinema, direct mail, household IP targeting, local print publications, and zoned cable TV. Now let's say you're a bank with multiple locations throughout the state. Your offerings can appeal to people in multiple areas. Therefore, mass media may be deemed a cost-effective option for this type of business. Types of mass media advertising include broadcast television, terrestrial radio, and select print publications. Like print, digital and social media advertising can fall into either category. Let's take a closer look. With digital and social media, you have the most flexibility when it comes to geo-targeting. You can choose a nation, a state, a radius around your location, or specific zip codes. With certain types of digital advertising, you can even target specific households. The beauty of digital and social advertising is not only can you geo-target, but you can behaviorally target too. Behavioral targeting is when you advertise to particular people who have demonstrated a specified interest. Print advertising can fall into either geo-targeting category: hyperlocal or mass media, depending on the publication. Some major newspapers offer zoned coverage, so you don't have to buy the whole nation. You can select a smaller coverage area option that makes the most sense for you. Print options run the gamut, from nationwide publications to local community options. If you're trying to reach a younger skewing audience, you'll want to take a close look at the publication's audience profile. Young people tend to get their information through screens, such as a mobile device, tablet, or TV. With cinema advertising, you can advertise on the big screen of a specific theater in the neighborhood or city you want to target. Outdoor advertising, also known as out-of-home advertising, is great for hyperlocal targeting. You can advertise on a bus shelter, a phone kiosk, a subway ad, a billboard, or street banners right in your target area. There are many types of outdoor advertising and many options available for all price ranges. For TV advertising, there are two primary types: broadcast and cable. With broadcast TV, your ads would be shown to anyone watching within the coverage area for that station, regardless of whether they are tuning in via cable, streaming, or antenna. Broadcast TV would be considered mass media because your only geo-targeting option is to buy their entire coverage area. With cable TV, you can select the cable providers available in the market you want to reach. Then, you can choose to buy either their entire service area, sometimes known as the interconnect, or individual zones. Cable TV would more likely be considered hyperlocal compared to broadcast TV due to the zoning capability. However, purchasing their entire service area would be more in line with mass media. How does the pricing differ between hyperlocal and mass media? As a rule of thumb, the more narrowed down you get with the audience targeting, the higher the CPM will be. For example, if you only need to reach a specific audience, let's say women between the ages of 25 to 54 interested in yoga within a 5-mile radius, that's possible to do. Your CPM may be a little higher the more refined your audience targeting becomes, but on the plus side, you're only paying for what you need and can avoid wasteful spending on reaching audiences who don't align with your product or service offering. The key with any advertising campaign is frequency and consistency. It's very unlikely that people will become your customers after seeing your ad one time. The message you put out to your target audience needs to be shown to them multiple times before becoming a recognizable name. If a new restaurant opened in your area, you may have walked by it once and said, "I'd like to try that restaurant sometime." Chances are you didn't try that restaurant right then and there. You probably put it off and forgot about it until you walked by it again. Then eventually, after seeing that restaurant enough times, you finally made a reservation. Once you liked your experience, you came back and this time you brought friends. This is very similar to the pattern of advertising. You need to stay visible and keep at it. Don't advertise if you don't have a strategy, a budget, or a long-term advertising plan. Once you've determined the types of media that are best suited for your company, I strongly recommend having a media mix, a diversified portfolio of advertising, if you will. Putting all of your eggs into one basket is not recommended when it comes to advertising. Wait to advertise when you can afford at least 2 to 3 types of media best suited for your business and have a 12-month strategic plan in place. Longevity and consistency are key to a successful advertising campaign. I hope you found this to be helpful. For more information or to contact me, visit innovisionadvertising.com.